Fernando Alonso retired from F1 in 2018 after 4 years of driving an orange canal boat. Then he goes and wins the 24 Hours of Le Mans, the 24 Hours of Daytona, the 1,000 miles of Sebring, the 6 Hours of Spa, gets himself a hot new girlfriend, goddamn, comes back to F1, spends 2 years driving a French canal boat, and then makes a shock move to Aston Martin. Everybody thought he was mental. Fernando, what are you playing at? Aston Martin is proper shit, mate. They were 7th in the championship. Alpine was 4th. It's a terrible move. Well, guess what? Formula 1 arrived in Bahrain for the first race of the 2023 season. He's 2nd in FP1, 1st in FP2 and FP3, qualifies 5th on the grid in front of the 2 Mercedes. Now, wait a minute. Are we about to get a right piss-up between Fernando sigmalonso, Osama bin Latte boy, and Lewis midfieldmilton? If those 3 came together on track, my vagina would explode. Well, guess what? Fernando gets rammed up the arse by Lance Stroll on the first lap, drops down to 7th behind the Mercedes. He catches up to the back of George Russell, down the outside into the first corner, gets a run up the hill. They're side by side going into turn 4. Fernando shags it down the inside. Latte boy hangs around the outside. They're still wheel to wheel all the way over the hill before Latte boy gives up and accepts he's been cooked. Then it was Lewis Hamilton. After everybody pitted for new tyres, Fernando came back out 2 seconds behind Lewis. Nothing serious. He closes right up to the back of him. He's got DRS going up the hill. He fucks it down the inside into turn 4. Almost drops it coming out of the corner. Lewis gets back through and everybody holds onto their cocks for another lap. Then the next lap, he pulls alongside Lewis going up the hill towards turn 9. Fernando on the outside, Lewis has got it covered. Wrong! He switches to the inside at the last second, catching Lewis off guard. That's both Mercedes cocked. Now he's back in 5th position where he qualified. But then, Ferrari did a Ferrari thing. Now he's in 4th behind Carlos Sainz. But surely he's not going to overtake a Ferrari and finish on the podium in his first race for Aston Martin. That's exactly what he did. He overtakes Carlos Sainz and finishes on the podium in his first race for Aston Martin.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
What dimension is this? What rabbit hole have we fallen into where Aston Martin, who was shit last season, turns up to the 2023 season with a car that not only isn't shit, but absolutely slaps? And then, get this, all of that incredible battles between Alonso, Hamilton, Russell, finishing on the podium, all of that would not have happened because of Vitch tits. What the actual fuck is he doing? Oh, but he had a broken wrist. Shut up. He was fine. And also, that's very irresponsible. Imagine Aston Martin has actually built an incredible car and this dickhead gets himself run over a week before the season starts. That's irresponsible.
How the fuck was it? What's it stuck on? Shit. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. Ow, my head. Shit. Ah! Oh, you little bastard. How the fuck do I get out of this now? Ow, fuck. Ow. 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 Ah!
I'm fine. But let's get back to the point. Aston Martin slapped Mercedes at the Bahrain Grand Prix. So now the question is, how in the name of Nicholas Latifi did they do it? Well, one of the reasons is poaching. And I don't mean poaching like an egg or an endangered species. I mean poaching as in Aston Martin hired a few big brain engineers who used to work for their rivals. That's sneaky. One of these big brain engineers is Eric Blandin. He was the chief aerodynamicist at Mercedes for the past 11 years. And in that time, Mercedes won 8 Constructors' Championships and 7 Drivers' Championships. But we all know it should have been 8 Drivers' Championships, but that one was stolen by white supremacists. Hashtag VoidLap58, hashtag Fight the Power. And when Eric left Mercedes at the start of 2022, that's when their car went to shit. Coincidence? I think not. The other big brain engineer they poached is Dan Fellows. He was the head of aerodynamics at Red Bull alongside Adrian Newey. And according to LinkedIn, which is a professional platform for business, he started working for Aston Martin last year in April, which is around the same time Aston Martin switched from their original sidepod design to a blatant copy of the Red Bull. Coincidence? I think not. But it's not just the poaching. Aston Martin is also building a brand new factory in Silverstone worth £200 million. And they're saying this factory is going to be a game changer. Like Auschwitz. On Sky Sports F1, Daddy Stroll said this is all part of their 5-year journey.
You know, I said a couple of years back, we're on a 5-year journey to be fighting for world championships.
Oh, it's a journey. And it goes like this. Step 1, poach the big brains. Step 2, hire Fernando Alonso. Step 3, cook the Mercedes. Step 4, let Ferrari destroy themselves. Step 5, put Lance Stroll up for adoption. Step 6, build a factory. Step 7, round up all the other team principals and send them to the factory. Step 8, Daddy Stroll legally changes his name to the Fiora. And step 9, pay Kanye West to deny it ever happened. And the journey is complete. So now that Aston Martin has gone from being a laughingstock at the back of the grid to a threat to Western democracy, the next question is, what in the name of Nicholas Latifi happened to Mercedes? After the race, Toto Wolff said it was his worst day in racing ever. Really? Toto? Your worst day in racing ever? Are you sure about that?
He is ending with controversy.
No, Mike.
But maybe he's got a point, because not only did both Mercedes get slapped by sigmalonso, Latte Boy was overtaken by the cripple, and Lewis Hamilton finished almost 50 seconds behind Max Verstappen.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking hell is right. So now Mercedes enters crisis mode. Mercedes hold emergency meeting at their factory with team's technical director Mike Elliott being given an ultimatum after Lewis Hamilton's criticism over new car. Mercedes chief given ultimatum in emergency meeting after Lewis Hamilton demanded action. Hamilton said it's really about taking accountability. It's about owning up and saying, yeah, you know what? We didn't listen to you. Lewis Hamilton could quit Mercedes for Ferrari as Toto Wolff faces extra pressure. Toto Wolff said we can throw our car in the trash can. Latte Boy says Red Bull have got this championship sewn up and they should win every single race of the season. Do you know what? You don't need to throw your car in the trash. You don't need to quit and go to Ferrari. You don't need to burn Mike Elliott at the stake. What Mercedes needs right now is Gary V, motivational speaker, cryptopreneur, man that dresses like an autistic chimpanzee. But most importantly, he knows how to turn a business around with advice like this.
On the daily when things are happening and I know you're in the middle of doing something, let's say for your business.
Who do you love the most in the world?
My family.
Good. Who in your family? Pick one.
All of them.
You're very politically correct. Cool. Every day, literally once a day, genuinely sit there for 5 minutes and make pretend one of them got shot in the face.
That's what Mercedes needs to do. Sit and imagine your family getting shot in the face. And also copy the Red Bull side pods, because your idea is fucking stupid. Now, what else did I want to talk about? Where's my notes? Yes, I do make notes for these videos, because I'm professional. Ow, fuck. McLaren, more like McShit. So, not only is McLaren slow, they are also unreliable. Oscar Piastri came into the pits for a steering wheel change, which went well.
Steering wheel switch for Oscar Piastri down to Ted.
Computer says no.
It looks like it's game over for Piastri.
But it could have been worse. Lando Norris came through the pit lane 6 times because, and I quote, his car developed a pressure leak with the engine pneumatics. I'm going to say that again. Fuck's sake. Pneumatics. Pneumatic. What the I'm going to have to Google Translate. That's fucking ridiculous.
Pneumatics.
So why is there a P? This is why I'm dyslexic. But the point is, McLaren are shit. And I was watching practice where they were 2 seconds off the pace, and I swear to God, I heard one of the commentators say, "Is that encouraging?"
Times are 2.2 seconds down on the Red Bull on the same tyre, whereas Alonso's is still done on the medium.
Is that encouraging? 2.2 seconds down on the Red Bulls?
I wouldn't say it's that encouraging at this stage, but...
Is that encouraging? 2.2 seconds off the pace? She taking the actual piss? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we found a new Paul de Resta. Do you know what? That was too far. I apologise. I should not have compared her to the devil. It was a silly thing to say, but she doesn't crawl around on the ceiling like Paul. Where's my notes? Esteban Ocon, penalties up the arse. Right, so let's go through this chronologically. First, he gets a 5-second penalty because he parked his car like an Asian woman. That's not racist. It's sexist. And racist. He gets a 5-second penalty for being out of position at the start of the race. Then he got a 10-second penalty for serving the 5-second penalty incorrectly. Then he gets another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Then he was disqualified because in 1941, the French army surrendered to the regime. Baguettes taste like shit, and foie gras, which is a French delicacy, is manufactured by face raping a goose. Yeah. How would you like it if somebody rammed a tube down your throat and fattened you up real nice? Geese have feelings. What was the point? The point is, Esteban Ocon got loads of penalties, and the French are goose rapers. Well, I think that's a nice place to round it up, don't you? So, Formula One has arrived in 2023. Mercedes are having a nervous breakdown. Ferrari are being Ferrari. Naomi Schiff has been possessed by the devil. Max Verstappen is going to win the championship by the summer break. And Aston Martin, despite having a cripple in one of their cars, is now a threat to Western democracy. Open your eyes and goodbye. God damn you. Probably broken that. Yeah, probably broken that. That's fucked. What about all this? Where's the fucking mic gone? Where's the bloody mic gone? Oh, there it is. Ah! Why do we have two hoovers? Fucking thing. Yep, that's fucked. That's nicely fucked. There we go. That's broken. Fucking unbelievable. Fucking trying to... Oh, look at that.